Welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon. I think I missed a cue there somewhere. I think I'm a little late, but then why not? Why not be a little late sometimes? You don't always have to be perfect. And that's how you can tell that we're on live. And we are on live streaming. So anyway, here we are, Vegas Live with Ninon, and I'm down here at Mariposas. This is fabulous. It's a Mexican cuisine. It's really, really fabulous. And right next to me, which I happened to drop by Capos.
Yeah.
I dropped by Capos the other night, and there was Sage singing, and I had her on my show before. You are amazing, Sage.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How
I
are
love
you?
your hairstyle. Look at this.
Thank
You
you.
know, I got a little hair, and she's got a lot of hair. Can I borrow some?
Of course, there we go.
You
can borrow it on the weekends for me.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
So how are you doing? You seem to be doing great. The atmosphere at Capros was absolutely amazing.
Thank you so
with
much.
your singing. I felt I was in New York about 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah, that's kind of the energy I try and promote and
Well, you're
bring
doing
out.
well. You're doing
Is
it.
the actual speakeasy. You're secretly getting to drink something you really love, and
Yes.
you're enjoying your favorite music privately. It's all about
Getting
kind
in
of
the mode.
Yeah, getting in the moment and that nostalgia of enjoying something that you really truly enjoy in almost like a more private setting.
It's definitely
Yeah.
more private. It's not loud.
Right.
You can actually, talk to your partner or whoever you're with, and also listen to you singing.
Yes.
And I just thought it was just very relaxing and very, very refreshing.
Thank you.
How long have you been there?
I've been at Capos since the beginning of August, and I really enjoy it because it gives me the opportunity to almost, I feel like I'm helping bring back that old jazz.
Well, you
jazz
definitely
experience.
are, 100%. You're bringing back that old jazz. You've even got the old microphone.
Yeah, I love that we have that set up in there.
It's like very dark, and I don't mean to say dark as of dark. It's dark as of the atmosphere. It's very sort of, the lights are very sensual, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it totally takes you back.
Yeah, it takes you back, and you're very busy in there.
Very busy. We get a lot of business that comes through that restaurant all the time because there's so many different things about it that are so much fun. You know, you're walking into a genuine speakeasy. You've got that special crazy entrance. You've got a password. You come in. It's lighting like you've never seen.
Well, you go in the back door. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
But you actually go in the back door, and somebody says, "Are you coming into the restaurant?" No, I'm just going to stand out here. No, teasing.
Yeah.
I'm not coming out. But and then somebody comes in, a little peephole, and they check you out first. And they check you out.
Yeah, and they make sure you're allowed to come in, and then you come in, and then you get to see a real live professional jazz singer, just like people got to see Ella Fitzgerald and
That's
Billie
right.
Holiday.
And that's exactly what it's like. Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, is like all that arena. Which
That's why we try and respect the atmosphere and the look, because it's like those ladies. I mean, when we're coming to sing, we're coming to do something very specialized, very dramatic, very all engaging. So your aesthetic matters as much as your voice.
They all become part one in this restaurant. You all become together, and it's really very quaint. So how's it been for you? I haven't seen you for a little while. And this lady, Sage, has one of the most beautiful voices in town, and you're known for that, especially with the jazz and everything else. I love the jazz songs, but you've also got a lot of ballads coming in.
Yeah.
So you sing there on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday
and night. Yeah, exactly. And I have on Thursdays I'm at Tivoli Village at La Casa Cigar Bar. Every Thursday. That's up near on Rampart. Yeah, up in Summerlin. Yeah, and then I actually have another show. March 28th, I have a live show with a full band at the Sand Dollar.
I've never heard of the Sand Dollar.
Oh,
Where's
my goodness.
Sand Dollar?
The Sand Dollar is amazing.
Where's
It's a great bar, and they have live music all week on Polaris and I believe Spring Mountain. And it's all...
Oh, it's in town here.
Yeah, right in here in town. A lot of amazing bands have played there. And so I went up...
So is it large? Is it quite large?
It's an intimate setting. I would say it's roughly this size. Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah, it's more intimate, but it's like kind of like when you go to the Gilmore and see Green Day in Berkeley. It's like this kind of cool dive bar where you're seeing like raw, real local talent. And Sand Dollar's amazing.
And what do you sing there? The same sort of music do you sing, or do you sing a little bit higher?
Oh, the Sand Dollar will be more rocked out,
alternative.
I'm going to do my originals. I had my original show at the Space in November, and they invited me to come back this year. My music is more upbeat, alternative, funky, and then I'm mashing it up with a bunch of covers, which is like, Led Zeppelin and some different rock music and
now,
stuff you can dance
you're very well known in town, and you're obviously, but she's booked all the time, so she does not have a problem being booked because she's fabulous. How do you practice every day? You put your whole 24 hours probably into your business.
Yeah,
because it is a business.
Yeah, this is very much as a musician, your life kind of becomes your business.
Yes.
And so I have to make sure I get a lot of good, well rested, well hydrated, constantly managing your hydration. Because I am singing 4 and 5 nights a week, and sometimes twice certain days.
Yes.
I have to be very, very aware of how I manage my vocal.
How you manage your vocal cords, and how you manage your whole body and everything. When you're up, you're taking a lot of your energy, and a lot of your vocal cords have got to be working. Yeah,
it's all muscular. It's like being a professional athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Same, but our muscles are tinier.
Tinier as women,
yes,
as compared to men, because women muscles,
yeah,
tiny ones. But I have heard, and it's probably very true, that you have to practice vocal.
Yeah, if you're a track runner, you wouldn't take a week off just because you're on vacation.
That's why I'm not a track runner.
Even if you're on vacation, you see people on their treadmills, or they go down to the beach, and it's like, hey, before we go out for the family day, we're going to go do our exercise, because you have to keep up. It's breathing stamina. So like a swimmer, and I'm a swimmer as well. So like swimming, it manages your breath control, and so the same thing with singing. I'm up there doing breathing exercises for 4 hours.
And it's controlling your voice as a singer, going high, going low, all these different. You've always been a singer?
I have. My mom was a singer, and she raised me, and her and my father raised me. But like we would go on these car trips, and she would put on Paul Simon or the Beatles or Barbra Streisand,
and you would sing to
and
it.
we learned all the songs, and we learned all the harmonies, and I learned about how the Beatles harmonies were a little different from how that was typical.
Because we have a different accent. You know, we got that.
Yeah, well, there's all kinds of and just the difference.
We have different vocal cords.
Yeah, just like all the differences between vocalists, and I became fascinated with vocalists specifically. So then Mariah Carey came out, and it was like she does something with her voice that nobody else does.
Funny you mention her, because she's not one of my favorites, but her voice is incredible.
Her agility and capability is incredible.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
She just has it. Not so. I like her as a singer. Personally, a little bit. I'm not, but I love her voice, and I think she's one of the greatest performers.
Yeah, and then and it's funny because vocalists, you're master of your vocal cords. So another vocalist that's my favorite is Robin Williams.
Oh,
I mean, he can transform his whole voice.
Anything.
And then, it's like so there's a broad spectrum. I love Eminem. I love Whitney Houston. I love Barbra Streisand, Doris Day.
Whitney Houston is one of my favorites. I used to just watch her mouth, and I used to try to watch where she's putting her tongue. And how is she getting this to come out like it comes out?
Yeah.
And she just changed in a snap.
Yeah.
She'd go up her somewhere, and it's amazing. It was amazing. So she's very well missed.
Yes.
You do that as well. You sort of hit the notes and come back
absolutely.
down.
I mean, I'm one of those weirdos that eats a big meal before I sing because my focus is so. Most people don't eat before they perform, right? It upsets on their stomach.
Yes.
But for whatever reason, my metabolism kicks in and I start burning through calories, and I'll be hungry by the second set, even if I eat before. But it's because of the focus, and you're doing these deep breaths, and you have to manage how much you're pushing here, where this is open, what's lifted, what's dropped, what's open.
At 19, we were all out there, we were all singing. And we had this kind of rest period of 2 years. What difference came back from that? All entertainers were off. They couldn't, I could still do my show, but you couldn't go out there sing because there was no place to sing. They were all closed down. Has there been any change at 2 years ago, what you did then and what people want now?
I feel like right now we have the most beautiful opportunity. When the lockdown first happened, I personally, a lot of people, I don't know how everybody else handled it, but I looked at that as, well, I can make the best of this or be upset.
The worst, yes.
And I picked up my guitar and played guitar every day, so now I'm able to play and sing together when I want to.
See?
So, but coming back, the audience and the performer, I feel like us as performers, we either got more introverted or maybe we're able to finally have the time to sculpt something truly creative.
Yes.
And as the audience is just like waiting,
grasping you.
Well, they're like, oh my God, I forgot how much I love this.
Yes.
And so everybody is so much more, I feel like, more open-minded to hearing
see,
newer music and more playful and being more playful.
I feel that everybody is more excited. Everybody is appreciating
more
our
appreciative.
talent. Yeah, they appreciate their talent more than they did before, because now they couldn't dress up and go out and have a drink, talk while they're singing. Now I see them paying more attention to the singers or to the band or whatever's performing.
Yeah, and it gives us more freedom. The performer more freedom, because I know, like, you're here for something, and then I can just give what I want to give, and it's like, yay!
Yes, she likes it, and he likes it, and they all like it.
Yeah.
But that's the feeling I had the other night when I was listening to you. You were just amazing. I hadn't really seen you for many years, actually, and I thought, oh my goodness, we're back again, and here we are, we're back in Vegas again, and what Vegas is all about. Yeah, absolutely. Now, going back to your band, how big is your band?
I keep it at bass, drum, and guitar.
Bass, drum, so trio.
Yeah.
So you're like a trio.
Yeah, we're like a trio.
And it fits in everywhere.
Yeah.
And now, do you play your own guitar as well? Because as you said, you love to play and sing and do all these.
I do
new things.
When it's a smaller setting, I'll grab my guitar and I'll play my own songs and a few covers. But when I'm with my band, I let my guitarist do his thing. He is a virtuoso, like, he's a master at what he does. So however I feel I want the music to be expressed, the band it pours out of them. So, he's the best guitarist. He's best on the drums. He's the best on bass. They're their masters.
And I always turn around and say this: it's the best for you. It might not be the best for somebody else, but always be on with you. Yeah. And if it's like I said, I was married for 29 years. My husband had 2 wives before that. Well, obviously it didn't work. Yeah. But for he and I, it worked. Yeah. And it worked good. But so not everything is good for everybody. Yeah. So you have to find your little niche. Yes. As to where you fit in. And if you find a good band, a good group, I think that's half the battle, because then you bring out full explosion. Like Frank Sinatra on the piano. That's all it was. Sometimes, he did have big orchestras, but a lot of times he sang just with the piano. Yeah. And it was beautiful, perfect. Beautiful. Yeah. And that's what you do too. Yeah. I noticed you didn't have a band at this place where you. Yeah, Capos. It's just I sing with the tracks. Well, it's a small stage, and it makes it easier for the performer to, if you can just have your tracks there, it makes it a little bit easier. Every once in a while we bring out a guitarist up, or we have somebody accompany us. Yeah, because it's fun. You always enjoy other musicians, because your help. You get to watch them. I do. I love it, because I get to watch you shine on interviews. I get to watch my guitarist shine on stage. I get to see everybody else mastering their skill. Whatever they're doing, whatever they're doing. And I think you just said the right thing. You just said mastering. Yeah. And I think that's what you really have to do, whether you're a singer or whether you play the drums. I don't think it matters what it is, or even if you're just bringing a child up. Yeah. Master it. Master it. Whatever you're doing, put your full time into that time. Yeah. And do the best you possibly can, because then that makes you the best. Yeah, absolutely. Now, is there anything you have in mind right now that you want to do, like a movie? That I want to do? I really am enjoying performing my originals for the public here, and it's been really well received. And I'm working on kind of just polishing that show, and hoping for. So you're having all your originals coming out. Yeah, I've got, and I just recorded my first single that I'm going to release here in Vegas. Talk about it. Tell us all about it. It's called "Time with You," and I just recorded it yesterday, so it's getting mixed and mastered and everything like that. Yes. But it'll be up for sale and streaming very soon, and hopefully, my plan is before the March 28th show. So that when you come to the show, you'll be able to hear it live and download it. And then you can download it and you can buy it. Now, what platforms is it on? It's going to be on all platforms, like iTunes, Amazon, everything. Everything. So it'll be on all, you can get it anywhere. What was the name again? Sage Waters. Oh, the song will be Time With You. Time With You by Sage. By Sage Waters, yeah. Sage Waters. You'll go, I always call you just Sage Waters. But you go under both names? I just go under Sage Waters. Sage Waters. Yeah. Okay, great. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a weird name, so people are like, "Oh, is that real?" I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah, Sage has her water. Yep. That's like, what's his other that TV show, Waters? This Is My World. Oh, yeah. I forget the title of it. That's so funny. This Is My World. He just changed it. That's why. Yeah. And he always says, "And this is my world." Yeah. Yeah, and then I think I got a little bit of an idea from that, but it was my Instagram is Water the Sage.
So
water the sage.
It's like refreshing.
I love that.
Water,
yes.
keep your wisdom flowing. Water the plants so they don't die.
And sage is very good for you, by the way.
Yes.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
Very. It's cleansing.
Yes, it's cleansing. Don't you have those sage sticks?
Yeah.
And you burn them, and you open all the doors and windows.
Yep.
In your
Get out
house.
the bad energy.
And then you walk around with this thing that's smoking.
Yeah.
And it's smoking. You walk around it. The reason you have windows and doors open is to get all the bad stuff out. I'm sure I'm preaching that everything you all probably know, but those who don't know, that's what it does.
Yep.
And it cleanses your house. I do it. Sometimes when I've had people in my house, I think,
It's time for some saging.
I don't know what they left behind, but let's get rid of it.
Yeah.
How can anybody reach you?
You can reach me on Instagram at waterthesage. You can just message me directly there. I do teach voice lessons and do vocal coaching and artist development. And so, yeah, anything in music, I do it. I love it.
You love it. Every part of it.
Performing, recording, writing,
and
producing.
When are you performing? What times?
You can find me at Capo's Speakeasy on Sahara every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from 6 to 10. La Casa Cigar Bar in Tivoli Village up on Rampart in Summerlin every Thursday from 8:30 to midnight.
Isn't that amazing? Absolutely fabulous. Thank you for coming on set. Absolutely
thank you
amazing.
For having me. And thank you, Las Vegas, for being so wonderful and welcoming. And thank you, Ninon, for being so wonderful.
Absolutely. Well, I love this woman. She's just
sweet
amazing. I just love her voice. And I also love your personality. You're very down to earth, and you're not, one of these sort of thinks they're almighty because they're a singer, and sometimes you get a little bit like that.
We're all vulnerable.
Yeah, I love that word. We're all vulnerable to whatever. Thank you for watching Vegas Live with Ninon. We'll be right back with our next guest. And don't forget to come down to Mariposa. Mexican cuisine, absolutely amazing down here. They have happy hour and they have main dinners. They have everything down here. We'll be right back with our next guest. Take care.